when it comes to women in rap, over time, and a lot of it I blame on not just Kim and Foxy, but for none of the OG females from the game to sit them down and be like, my nigga, this MC Light, Queen Latifah wasn't mad at me because I was out here wrecking shop. Like, who gives a fuck? Y'all need to kill that and murder these dudes or murder these other whack rappers out here. Do that part. But they just let them girls beef. I think MC Light might have said something about that one time. Like, they let these girls carry this thing on for decades now. So now, Lil' Kim's issues with Nicki Minaj have spilled over into Remy Ma's issues with Nicki Minaj. And what do? After she drops Sheetha, she records a stupid remix version of a classic Lil' Kim song and put Kim on the hook sounding trash. How do you get the original artist to sound like trash on their own joint?
Wow.
You cannot tell me that Queen Bitch is not a top 5 classic hip-hop record when it comes to female MCs.
Man.
Queen Bitch?
My G.
Kim murdered that. But you let Remy Ma take that record and go, when the morning come. When the morning come. Like, no. If you're going to put the Queen Bee on her track, you let the Queen Bee talk that shit. You don't have to put her on a hook sounding like she got fucking peanut butter on her gums. That's some bullshit. But because Remy is smart, I'm going to align myself. Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yo,
that's what that shit was. Since I hate Nicki and I know Kim hate Nicki, then I'm going to make sure I stay clicked up with Kim because everybody love Kim. That's just going to give me more clout. And then you got the lost one, Foxy Brown. Now she rocking for motherfucking Nicki because they double teamed her. It's a bunch of bullshit when the OGs way back when Nicki and when Kim and Foxy first started that bullshit should have sat them down and said, y'all shut the fuck up and make dope records.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, if you had any unrecollection of where you was at and what restaurant you were in, ladies and gentlemen, you are in churches right now. Because that nigga was talking so greasy about the Queen. Peanut butter on your gums. Nigga, them's is fighting words. I don't want any trouble.
Listen to Remy and Lil' Kim's song and tell me that that's not the worst you ever heard Kim in your life.
I'm not going to listen to the song because I don't want to force.
Because that wasn't Lil' Kim. That was a fucking avatar. Kim don't sound like that on records.
I fuck with you heavy. I'm not saying
Kim don't sound like that on records. Kim is too dope. You don't relegate the Queen to that.
I don't engage in any falsifying derogatory talking.
No, I can say what somebody great did was whack if they let somebody else talk them into doing something whack.
I feel that, but I feel like she felt it was a great move. So I'm
she looked thirsty doing that whack ass verse. I'm gonna let whack ass hook.
I'm gonna let her be, my G. I'm gonna just let her do her thing.
Kim should have told her, nah, bitch, you ain't gonna fuck my song up like that. That's like somebody trying to redo her verse on the Quiet Storm remix and just fuck it up. Or like how we felt when Rich Homie Quan fucked up the lyrics to get money. That shit broke our heart. We felt for the kid.
It didn't break my heart because
I
don't know who thought that was a good pick. We gonna let the nigga that go walk them like ooh. Sing Biggie. That's who you picked. Out of all, J. Cole talks about Biggie and Nas all the goddamn time. You could not get that nigga to come and honor one of the idols that he loves. You thought it was a good idea to pick ooh.
And that was Kim's call. That was Kim trying to align herself with youngins. She wanted that to catapult her back, but when the person that you choose fucks up in Icon's lyrics that bad, this wasn't when Lupe stumbled during his Tribe tribute. That was a genuine mistake, but he killed everything else. This kid couldn't say shit but get money. You want to sit Mo on my living room floor, play Nintendo
with Steve the Leo.
No.
Pick up my phone, say
remember, that's not what Rich Homie said. He said, play Nintendo with C's and Alamo. Hey, get money.
What you think now? What you
Kim had to rap the rest of that verse. Mind you, He's standing on stage in jeans, Timbs, and a Coogee sweater.
Get money.
Anyway, I digress.
Yes, you did.
I feel that it's unfair that Nicki and Cardi get pitted against each other, and it's stupid for Nicki to let everybody else's voices and comments get you so riled up that you gotta buy into that dumb shit, because that's exactly what she did. They had both been cool on the shit. Ain't nobody had a problem with nobody. Even Cardi went on the radio and was like, I think y'all setting this up because it's entertaining. Y'all like seeing us go back and forth with da-da-da-da-da. Motherfuckers say that they don't want Nicki making no more Starship records. We don't want you talking about how your pussy is this, and we don't want you talking about how you the queen and everybody else whack. We just want you to spit some bars. She come out with Chun-Li where she spit some bars. Nah, hate the song. She come out with a record that's known for her sound, where it's a little bit dancey and all that shit with Barbie things. Nah, she need to make good music. What the fuck are you expecting her to make? To be goddamn Lauryn Hill? Motherfuckers need to get the fact out of their head that Lauryn Hill ain't coming back, man. She not. L Boogie is over. Okay? You will never hear anything like Miseducation of Lauryn Hill ever again, because Lauryn is not stepping in the booth to make you no new album. Get that out your face. You could go check her on her anniversary tour this year as she sings everything from Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and I will be right there getting my ticket. But do not think that for 1 second that she's about to drop an album on the charts tomorrow.
My G, you are so...
Stop holding people to that standard. That's over.
So in church's chicken right now, nigga. You have been greasy.
Because folks playing, man. People got selective memory.
So let me be clear.
Stop acting like you won. Like a dungeon dragon, like a dungeon dragon. Stop it. Stop it. All y'all girls out here was...
Tell them who was the original.
All y'all girls was out here...
Tell them who was the original.
That's Busta Rhymes, we know. All y'all little girls was out here being Barbs and all that shit. Now, all of a sudden, it ain't Barbie. Now it's Cardi. Ain't nobody telling you that you can't like them. But don't now say... Now you trying to Ja Rule Nicki Minaj? You trying to Ja Rule because the bully... Because think about this. If we want to be technical about this, 50 Cent only had 2 good albums and a couple hit songs.
He is in...
How many of y'all can name 3 songs off of Curtis? How many of y'all can name 1 song off of Before I Self-Destruct? His last 2 good records came on a Kanan mixtape.
The title song. He said the niggas aren't bright enough to
look
that out.
You motherfuckers like let's be clear.
Fucking greasy. Gunshots to yourself, my nigga. Please insert yourself. This nigga is a sniper tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's be clear, man. Like, it's real. Think about it. We all love Get Rich or Die Trying. Classic.
Okay.
I'm
the
not
Massacre
a lover of it like that. Was a solid album and had some hit records on it.
Was a beast.
You want to know the last 50 Cent song that I fell in love with?
The one with Justin Timberlake?
If you want my brother, I swear to God, I'll punch you in the jaw. I fucked with JT, but come on, man. We knew better than that. 50 Cent does not belong on that type of Timberland record.
Yo, listen.
Timberland could have gave him some heat that fit him.
I Get Money was my...
That's the song I'm going to say. That's my favorite all-time 50 Cent record, because finally 50 talked the shit he can talk. When 50 said, I can't talk about, like I understood. He can't really talk about the same shit he was talking about on Get Rich or Die Trying. You know what I'm saying? But people held him to that. They wanted him to keep doing that shit. But they also wanted him to make hit fucking records. And then he started following the Ja Rule Murder Inc. Formula. Doesn't want to give them credit for that. But I got what it takes to make the club go out of control. And that was the Mobb Deep song.
Out to Mobb
and that shit was dope.
Deep, man.
Dre gave them niggas a hit with that. But 50 killed himself because he sang on everybody else's hooks. He didn't let nobody in G Unit have a record without him being on the lead single.
That's because he was trying to push them niggas. The only nigga he really didn't need to help like that, and
was Buck.
It was Young Buck. Young Buck had a couple of album cuts that was the shit. He had that shit with Kymon Marley. Holy, not again, Buck. That shit was fantastic. Shout out to you, Buck. I know you don't get no
one time for Young Buck. But my whole thing is, people are now trying to treat Nicki like Ja Rule because Ja Rule faced the exact same thing.
I don't think it's that big, man.
Ja Rule it is because think about it, bruh.
So, nigga, Ja Rule got.
Listen,
and Ja Rule,
of course, it doesn't have the same significance because this was a newcomer coming on the stage, gunning real personal shit at the biggest name in rap at that moment. And so, yeah, the effect was different, but the concept,
I don't think so.
The concept is the same. How they treat Nicki, I'm not saying what the situation was, but how they treat Nicki is the same way they treated Ja Rule. Like you wasn't just singing, "Where could I be without my baby?" Like you weren't singing those songs like these. And the sad thing was, even more than the dudes, girls was doing it too. Like you weren't in love with all those duets he did with Lil Mo and Ashanti and all the females on Murder Inc. You know what I'm saying? All the songs he did with Vita and Charlie Baltimore.
Yo, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
Down Ass Chick was my shit though.
When that nigga said,
Clap Back was dope.
It'd be those rainy days with Mary.
Same with Mary.
Fuck y'all niggas. That shit is jamming like a motherfucking shout out Ja Goddamn Rule.
Yeah, man, it's murder. One time for Ja, man. Gunshot for Ja.
Rule had some hits.
But that's
those rainy days.
but you stupid. My whole thing is, bro, like folks are trying to treat Nicki Minaj as if those first 5 years of her career, like the first half of her career, like from 2009, man, let's not act like what now from 2009 to 2017 is null and void now. Because there's a new person that actually makes music, fun music as well. What has Cardi winning right now? Because like I said, I had to bring up the fact that she had whack records out before Bodak Yellow hit. What sold people on Cardi, which 100% sold me on Cardi, is once I recognized the fact that was a part of a character, I respected her character as a person because of all the shit she went through and did everything she had to do to get to a place right now. And her energy is fucking infectious. She ain't out here really dissing nobody like that. I don't put no clout in no records. I wait to hear you talk without a beat behind you before I believe what you're saying. So I don't try to pinpoint who she might be talking about on this record or none of that shit. Her energy is fucking infectious and she deserves every W that she is getting. That does not mean that because she's getting W's that we're supposed to take away and make Nicki Minaj vacate her W's. So she's supposed to vacate her wins, her awards because she had no comp. Get out of my face.
Azalea Banks was coming at her for a minute too.
And why you think Azalea Banks ain't went nowhere? Because she dedicated her entire career to going at other females. If it wasn't her going at Nicki, it was her going at Kim. Look, she just posted something the other day calling SZA her stepson because SZA wore a dress at Coachella that was something like she had on in a video or something like so. Now she's shooting shots at SZA. That's why no one will ever care about Azalea Banks.
Can I stop you for a second? I know this is off topic, but this has to do with women in hip hop, right? That nigga is going down. It's going down, y'all. This nigga's eating pizza again. Mm-hmm. It's what this nigga lives on. I'm so mad that you got this pizza, man. I swear.
Hey, man, get over it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry, y'all. But Nicki's the most hated in the game right now.
She's not. He just completely made me lose my thought with his pizza smacking again, man. Again. But I just feel like Cardi is never going to get the love that she's supposed to get. Because hip-hop is like wrestling, man. There's got to be a good person, which is the baby face or the kayfabe. And you got to have a bad person, you know what I'm saying, who's the villain. basically. And it switches.